Linear best fit models. Alright, so we've got two new vocabulary terms. We have clustering, and that is when data points are grouped really tightly in a specific place on a scatter plot. Right, so if this was the scatter plot I was looking at, and I was looking for clustering, I would say, oh, this looks like a cluster right there, maybe right there, okay, down here. All right, all those places where the points are really packed tightly together. That's going to be clustering. And it doesn't have to be where the points are overlapping. If all of these points were more spread out, like if we blew up the graph, they might not be touching each other, but they're still going to be more tightly packed. Okay. Our second term is outlier. So that's a data point that is outside of the normal range. So we have most of our points in here kind of by our trend line, right? And we've kind of got a scattering up here, but I would say our outliers, this is an outlier, that's an outlier, that's an outlier, that's an outlier, maybe this guy, these ones that are pretty far outside of the normal range, okay? And it is sometimes hard to tell what's an outlier and what's just kind of on the edge of where your data is. So you're just going to have to make a gut call sometimes. But if there's a lot more room between your points and the line of best fit than most of your data points, it's probably going to be an outlier. All right. So our first concept is observing the pattern. So when we're looking at a scatter plot, we're looking for 4 different characteristics. Okay, we're looking for whether that scatter plot looks or appears to be linear or nonlinear. Okay, so forming a straight line or a curved line. Whether we see clustering or outliers, and then correlation. Okay, and correlation goes back to the last lesson we worked on, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. So if I'm looking at this scatter plot, this is in California, the murder rate versus the robbery rate, and I think probably each of these points are like different cities. Okay, and we're looking at per capita. Okay, so for these, if I'm looking for whether it's linear or nonlinear, well, it doesn't form a perfectly straight line, but it's not like it curves up, okay, or curves down, or any other way. We've got a pretty straight line of best fit that covers our data pretty well. Okay, so this one would be linear. This is a linear graph, okay, or appears that the data is linear. All right, if I'm looking for clustering, I would say, yeah, there's definitely some clustering in here, probably at around a robbery rate of 20, murder rate of 0, robbery rate of 30, murder rate of 0 and 1. Okay, so I'd identify my clustering as being in there. So I'd say there is clustering. Okay, and I'm going to say it's from robbery rate, since this is my X. Clustering is from about, we'll call it right in the middle, 25 and 0.5. Okay, so that's about where our clusters are centered around. All right, there might be some other clustering in here, but this is where most of it is. All right, if I'm looking for outliers, well, I've got some out here. That looks like an outlier. These ones probably are okay. I wouldn't call these outliers. It looks like our data, as we get to a higher robbery rate, spreads out a little bit more, but this one's pretty far outside the norm. Okay, so I would say that's our outlier at 100, we'll call it 150 and 11. Okay, so outlier at 150 and 11. Okay, and if you had a couple outliers, you wouldn't necessarily have to put them all down here, but depending on the question, you might have to identify a couple of them. All right, and our last one is correlation, and that goes back to last lesson. So with correlation, we're looking for strong versus weak, and positive versus negative. Okay, so this correlation, so how close these data points are to my line of best fit, I would say is not that strong. Okay, you might be able to say it's moderate, but I would actually say this is kind of weak correlation. You know, our data points definitely aren't that close to this line, so I'd say we're looking at weak correlation. But I would say it's positive, okay? Because as the robbery rate goes up, the murder rate does go up, okay? It looks like, you know, all these low robbery rate points have really low murder rate, except for maybe that guy. And then we get up to here, and we've got a higher robbery rate, and most of these data points, have a higher murder rate. So I'd say we have a weak positive correlation. Not a T. Correlation. Okay, and that's what you got to identify when you're looking at a scatter plot. All right, real quick, we'll look at another one just to see some differences. All right, so this one, we can see that our graph is going to make a non-linear curve. Okay, we're curving. It's not just a straight up and down. It looks like it's starting real high and then getting lower and lower and lower and lower and lower the longer you get. All right, so this would be a non-linear graph. If we're looking for clustering, I would say we don't really have any. There's not really any clustering that I can see. Now, with outliers, we actually might be able to argue that this right here is an outlier, because these all look like they'd be pretty close to a curve, right, coming down about like that. This one's off a little bit, but pretty much all of these are almost right on our line, except for this guy. So I would say this is probably an outlier for us. Okay? And then lastly, correlation. Well, we do have negative correlation. As the length increases, success drops. All right, so we've got negative correlation, but I would say we have very strong correlation. Okay, it's really close to that curve. All right, so that's what you're going to be doing for these questions, just identifying some things about your graphs, looking for the type of curve, linear and non-linear, clustering, outliers, and correlation.